President Biden reportedly will use hundreds of influencers to help with his 2024 bid. TikTok influencers, by the way. Dan Schneider from Media Research Center joins me now. Dan, Biden's going for the youth vote. He wants to convince them that he's not too old to be president. Will it work, Dan?
Well, Stuart, you've referred to as the Biden in the basement strategy. This is, in fact, the relaunch of Joe Biden's political campaign. And they're using taxpayer dollars to hide Biden from voters. They don't want these young voters seeing Biden. They want the young voters seeing these influencers, and they're going to use taxpayer dollars, White House resources to do it. We should be shocked by this. And your last report, the world is in chaos. And this is what the White House is focusing on. Instead of focusing on Ukraine and China, the threat of China, in fact, they're feeding into the threat of China, using TikTok. It's just shocking.
Well, the White House was questioned about Biden's few and far between press conferences. That's a form of the basement strategy. Yeah. Listen to this and roll tape, please.
Is the administration trying to protect the president from our questions? Please, answer
Absolutely
that question.
not. Absolutely not.
So why the lack of any interaction in a formal setting to have a press conference?
I mean, the president takes shouted questions, but certainly the president many times has stood in front of all of you, has taken questions on his own because he wanted to see what was all on your minds. It is also unprecedented that a president takes as many shouted questions as this president has.
Look, the president does not. Okay, the president does not take formal press conferences. He's only done 23, I think, since when he first took office. Who is actually? It makes you wonder who is actually running the presidency. If the president doesn't stand there and say what he's got to say, who is running things?
Well, it's obviously not the president. And, he has taken questions that are shouted at him. And what comes out of his mouth? Gibberish. He sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher. He attended Jackie Walorski's funeral and thanked her for attending. He has repeatedly referred to Kamala Harris as the president of the United States. His brain is mishmash. He was never thought of as a smart man. But now, whatever capacity his brain had, it doesn't exist at all anymore.
Look,
this is why they're launching this rebrand.
I don't think he runs. He's trying to convince young people that he's not too old, but I don't think he can convince Democrats that he should run. I don't think Democrats will let him run. What say you?
Well, the Democrats are keeping their options open. This is a relaunch of Biden in the basement. They've got to keep that option alive. But I think you're right. There are a lot of them who are trying to figure out how not to have him be their candidate, but at the same time, how do you then tell Kamala Harris not to run? Because the Democrats have focused so much on intersectionality, there would be hell to pay if they did not pick her to be his replacement. They've got a real tough conundrum to solve, and Biden's not the guy to solve it with his brain power. No. Kamala Harris is too invested in it.
The Democrats won't let him run because he cannot win with Kamala Harris as his vice president and at the age of 82. That's my position. Last word to you.
Stuart, you make a lot of sense. The Democrats have a really tough decision to make. I don't know what's going to happen.
Neither do any of us, but I don't think he runs. Dan Schneider, thank you very much, sir. See you again real soon, I do hope. Thank you, Dan.